Coors Light. Whiskey round table. Oh, Greg, Karen, and the Whiskey Wizard talking facts and tastings. They've got you covered. Whiskey round table. Oh.
Welcome to the Whiskey Roundtable. We are your hosts,
Big Jake.
Karen Helen Keller.
Doug Dunbar.
Bourbon Bob. What's up, kids?
Right.
Helps if you can see us. Now you can see us.
Oh, there we go. Let's do that again. Take two.
We are your hosts,
Big G.
Karen Helen Keller.
Doug Dunbar.
Oh, and Bourbon Bob. Take the hat. There you go.
Yeah, how could I not do that?
Take two.
With the earring and the hat.
Well,
Hey, I'm a little rusty. We haven't done this in a
That's
couple
okay.
weeks, you know?
December. December.
apparently, Doug and I got the memo about holiday shirts. So,
Holiday.
what do you got there? Dear Santa, just bring whiskey.
Just, yeah.
And I got, I'm full of the holiday spirit, and that spirit is bourbon.
There you go.
Yeah.
So,
Awesome. I didn't know. I
And
didn't
I'm
even have-
representing the Browns. The Browns.
The Browns.
The Browns.
and I'm smoking a cigar.
No way. That's something different.
Too funny.
Go figure.
Go
Wow.
figure.
So, Greg, what show of the year is this?
This is our 37th show,
Close, 34th.
Damn.
34th show.
which is about half of the year.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to make 35. but-
So for all you kids listening, I think we're going to put something out. The next 3 weekends and Fridays and some Friday and Saturday, I am obligated to some fundraisers and some other stuff. So today's going to be our last show. So we were trying to work around it. One. Yeah, right. So I'm never going to say no to the sheriff's office. I'm never going to say no to Cleveland Bourbon Co-op, and I'm never going to say no to Royal Havana. So we're gonna today's our last show. We're gonna get together. We always get together for run things through for the next year and all that other stuff. But at the end of the day, I hope you enjoyed this year's episodes. We had a lot of non-shows, if you will. We found the how to make it work for us where we're not going to do a show where we can do a show. So there's a lot of different things. So just hang with us. The show, we always have a good time. We always love your input and everything else. And at the end of the day, Merry Christmas, and we'll see you.
Happy New Year, all
We'll
that.
see you
yes.
the second week of January. We'll be back on the show.
nice.
You make us sound like we're like just, good night, everybody.
Well, I'm just saying.
Let's say the somber stuff now,
Yeah. Well,
because it's
anyway.
going to get silly.
Oh, it is going to get silly.
So-
I have a feeling your 45-minute rule is out the door tonight.
Well, it might be, but anyway. And Doug, I'm going to ask you a question.
Uh-oh.
You got kind of cocky, and I kind of didn't really like that. But what did you say about infinity bottles?
Did I? What did I say?
What did you say?
I think
no.
we are going to do a head-to-head
Infinity
contest
bottle?
after we do our feature whiskey tonight.
Awesome. We're
See
having a
the
great time.
Monday Night Football
So
music.
stay tuned, kids, because we're going to have a great time.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So we're going to do
Awesome.
a little, infinity bottles. We that's a bottle where you take a little bit out of everything you drink over the year, and you mix it together, and you give it a try and see what you got, or you just mix it up quickly before the show. But
And that memo
either way,
never
we'll see.
reached me because I would have brought
Yeah.
mine.
And we did put that out.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Put out.
infinity bottle, but that's all right. We're
Well,
fine.
we thought we were doing it for next year,
So
not this
don't
year.
worry, we're
Okay.
going to do this, and there'll be many more. Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't seen you guys.
But
yeah.
right, and you were sick last week, or
Yeah.
somebody's sick.
Yeah.
But anyway, we got through. Cheese jumped in there and helped us out. We had a good time.
And
That
these
was
cheeses
great.
in the audience.
But Cheese is in the
Oh,
audience,
God,
and
that was very good.
our favorite girl,
Thanks for that.
Yep.
Shauna.
Shauna.
Yeah, and we got Shauna today.
Hey.
So everybody had a good Thanksgiving?
We did. We had a great day.
Mine was foul.
Hey, I shot my first
You're stupid.
turkey ever for
Did you?
Thanksgiving. Yeah. Yeah, scared the hell out of the people in the grocery store.
who did the wah wah wah. That was perfect.
That was awesome.
He hit himself. He was timed.
Oh, that was perfect.
That was awesome.
I knew I was this close to giving away, but I didn't do it.
I did. For Thanksgiving, I did 2 turkeys. I deep fried one.
Tell me about the ham.
I have to tell you,
Deep fried a ham?
Deep fried a ham, that didn't work out so well. But the very next day it worked out real well, believe it or not. But anyway, so we did a ham. Don't ever deep fry a ham. If you do it for like 5 minutes, not 15. Okay, just gonna put that out there. Okay, so we deep fried a turkey. That was great. Plus
Cooking tips from Uncle Greg.
So if you guys ever heard of what's that takeout place? The
Popeyes.
restaurant? Popeyes Chicken.
It's technically Pope Yes.
Okay, Pope Yes. Okay. So they put out a thing where if you wanted to have a fresh, what's the seasoning? I forget, whatever. But anyway, chicken or turkey, if you will, you could buy it, and it's somewhere around 14 pounds. So we bought one of those, and we did a prime rib.
From Pope Yes?
Yeah, from Popeyes, whatever chicken. So.
And prime rib from there too?
Cajun.
No.
Oh, I was going to say, wait a minute. Hey,
No.
it's like going to
So
Chick-fil-A
we-
eating a burger.
We did all that. We did a bunch of sides. We drank great whiskey. We smoked Andalusian bowls, and Dave was kind enough to give me a pack of obsolete cigars, which was fantastic. And
Dave from where?
Royal Havana cigars.
Oh, there's you go.
The man. So anyway, we had a great time, and it was everybody left somewhat early, and me and Jimmy Falb and the Rev, we hung out until about, I don't know, maybe 1:15 or something like that. But anyway, we had a good time. It was a lot. It was probably one of the best Thanksgivings that we've had in a long time, because sometimes, I hate to say this, and I'm not being a whiner, but a lot of years our holidays didn't go so well. And I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, you've had some.
So
Our holidays are usually 30 people plus. This was the
Yeah.
first year that we had to do it over 2 days because my son got married, went to his new family on Thanksgiving, and came over the day after, or we went to his house the day after. But like you say,
Yeah.
the biggest thing is things you have to remember is that
Sure.
I make excuses to see them over the course of the year, and his new family, they only get together on the holidays, so I can't be stingy and say, hey, just go see them on the holidays. We'll see you on another time because we see you more over the course of the year. So
right.
And your son is local, correct?
my son does live up in Menor, and my daughter is out in Philadelphia with her fiance. So,
Okay.
but the holidays are the holidays, and if you don't make time for family during them,
Shame on you.
Shame on you.
Shame on
That's
you.
right.
I agree.
And what do you
we had
say
a great
about the
time.
holidays, honey? The
The
best lights?
best things, the best lights on a holiday you'll ever see, take my word for it, is the tail lights of your people, the people that your family that comes, the tail lights of their cars as they pull out of your so anyway, listen, it took me 6 months to clean the house, and it took me 3 more days to clean the kitchen. But anyway, we had a blast.
That was good. I like that.
It was. Yeah.
Oh, that is.
I think I might even use that one.
All right.
There you go.
Yeah, I
just wrote that
like
shit.
too much of my
So,
family. So.
what do we got on the scroll, kids? What do we got?
We got a lot going on the scroll. Booker Boggs joined us.
Woo!
Hey,
and
Booker.
early. She was raring to go.
Booker Boggs. Thank you. Hey,
She did a great show.
you
this
did
year.
a great show, and you should come over every couple of weeks. But anyway,
I still think we should do a road show from her place.
that would be
I mean,
great.
she
No,
was-
that's up to her. I would
Definitely
never,
pull
yeah.
that together if she's up for it. But she says she got everyone started with the "What are we drinking?"
Oh.
She's working on Jet Brothers from the Neely family distillery. It's Ages 1. Did I say that right? Portuguese Madeira wine barrels.
Yes.
She says it's effing delicious.
It's effing delicious.
We got Cousin Phil.
Cousin
Hey,
Phil, what's
Phil.
up?
He put down the what is that? Russell's Reserve this week, and he's back to his IPAs. He's got a
Torque wrench.
Torque Wrench by Industrial Arts
Did you
Brewing.
say torque wrench?
Yeah.
Torque Wrench.
Don't be so cocky.
You said torque. He said torque.
Don't be so cocky, Cousin Phil. I got a torque wrench
It's
too.
a
It wasn't
hazy,
twerk. It wasn't twerk. It was
hazy
torque.
double IPA at 8.2% ABV. Yeah, it's a fill beer. And 84 IBUs. So that's a fill beer, yes.
We got Rob up north.
Up north.
Yeah.
What's
Hey,
up,
Rob.
Rob?
He is drinking Johnny Walker Blue.
Oh.
And an Elfie. Where did he get that? And an Elfie D. Leggero. Both were gifts,
What
he
is-
says,
what-
and it
what-
makes
what-
it much better.
What,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
is the? What was the other one?
An LFD Leggero?
I'm not quite sure about that.
That sounds like a cigar to me.
Yes, well, he said he's
Lord
smoking.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, he's smoking.
Oh,
Be careful, yeah.
oh, wait, whoa. Is that my cigar? Reach out, ask. Is that? I want to hear.
Well,
if
you
that's
just
my
asked him. I don't have to ask him. You just
Okay, is that Greg's cigar?
I was already in whiskey. I didn't realize
Everybody
the cigar
now.
thing.
Oh, boy.
I'm smoking a Trinidad. I can't. It's a special edition, but I can't remember what it is. So it is my.
Nice.
Is what I am. So.
Miss
right.
Shauna's got the Heaven's Gate out there.
Yes.
She's,
Oh, yeah.
she's loving that.
Mm-hmm.
She's about ready to take a blankie and just go curl up on the couch. That's great. And we have Lindsay is out there.
Miss
Lindsay
Lindsay.
Boo, yeah.
Lindsay.
I see Lindsay a lot.
She was the one child that came home for Thanksgiving. We don't usually have just Lindsay around, so that was nice.
Yeah, we get to. I see all the pictures. It's all good.
All right, so what's our whiskey tonight?
Oh, we're drinking.
Should we take a
You're
little
doing a show?
ride
What?
on
What?
the time? It's about time. I think we get to it.
Wow, that's going to be a 45-minute show with him running.
No, we got to do
No, we're gonna have fun. It's
infinity
gonna be fun.
bottles, all kinds of
However
stuff.
we screw it up, who cares?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So
We'll make up for
Rob-
the shows that we missed.
Rob did say that, yes, gee, that was from you.
I knew it.
Nice.
I knew it. I knew it. All right. How do you like it? I just want to know how it was.
Be
I'm
honest.
still burning it.
That's a very rare cigar. Extremely rare.
What's LFD?
La Flor Dominicana.
what
It's
would
all
the one
Dominican.
he has?
It's all Dominicana. The tobacco's all Dominicana
Oh.
tobacco. Yeah. It's a great and it's Toro on both sides, if you will. You know, they get the point, and the other point, the one point on it is a little ball, and I don't know how the heck they wrap that, but holy cow! But anyway, awesome.
Great.
Enjoy that. Let me know how you like it.
You said, yeah, we are doing a whiskey show, and I'll get to that. But you said you're smoking the Royal Havana cigar, and you're that's what you're
No,
smoking.
I didn't say Royal Van. I said Trinidad.
He said Trinidad,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm
Trinidad.
sorry,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
But he said he was talking about where he got some cigars from, and I just wanted to make sure that we plug Dave.
And that's
Royal
what you're
Havana cigars.
smoking right
Yes,
now.
I have the
is-
Royal Havana football.
Football series.
Yes, these are delightful.
Yes, they are.
Nice, mild, and got a nice little football on the wrapper with a couple good stripes. So I'm enjoying this one.
Good deal.
Courtesy of Greg.
Yeah.
I forgot my cigars today. I was bad.
The only reason I don't have them in Whiskey Roundtable labels is because you don't want to touch that cigar. Just smoke it. It's, you don't want to cover.
Yeah, this is
everything up.
delightful.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. So.
All right.
All right,
All right,
so
let's get
I
into
guess
this.
we should hit the last bottle count
Wow,
of
here
2023.
we go.
And,
Here we go, everybody.
See what we're drinking
See you in a
tonight.
minute.
Hey everyone, it's time for the bottle cam. The bottle cam.
Yeah, leave it for now.
All right, kids, we are back. Yes, we
Yeah.
are doing a
All right.
Scotch to close out 2023.
And that's great.
Courteous to Doug Dunbar, the whiskey wizard.
We're going to change his name
I
to the
think
Scotch
that's
Wizard.
just fine.
So, oh my.
Do you use Scotch tape?
Of course he does.
Doesn't stick.
It's the only brand.
I'm not.
I gotta get some RA Scotch tape.
I got one right over my skull.
Anyway, go ahead.
Oh my goodness. So you guys are probably, for those of you that pay attention to what we do, thank you. But we did do a Shieldaig back in August, but that was their blended Scotch. This one is their single malt Isla Scotch. So,
Right.
That's the
and
difference.
So what's it mean to be single malt? Or are you going to cover it?
That it is 100% malted barley.
From a single distillery?
Single distillery, has to be aged at least 3 years.
Yeah, you got it.
What about the sourcing? Is it from a single source also?
Yeah, so from, no, I mean, you mean the barley?
Yes.
No, it doesn't have to be single source barley.
So this comes from Ian MacLeod Distillers. I never heard of them before we tried this one. But they get the name Shieldaig because it's from the Old Norse word lock of the herring. Because where this town, Shieldaig, sits in Scotland, it's a big lock and you can see the glimmering of the herring in the water. So that's how
Have you been there?
I don't know that I don't know where that is.
The glimmering of the
Whoa.
hair.
In the
Shieldaig,
water.
I don't know.
What area? You don't know what we don't know what area it is either. I mean,
do
I
know.
It's in Isla, so isn't it by Isla?
Well, I've been to Isla, as you know, and Jura, so.
That's what I'm wondering.
Well, I could do a quick
yeah, check. I'm
Oh, is
just
Shannon going
curious.
to be our fact checker?
Shauna's on it.
Shieldaig.
Everybody that's watching, this is I got 2 different bottles. We did one earlier in the show this year, and this is the second bottle. I got these bottles out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
All right.
Okay, so anyway, the original bottle that we did was like $26. This is like $60. So just
Yeah.
for the number, but the first bottle we did was fantastic.
It was, yes, it was very good and a good value. So that's what we're going to check out. How this.
And I know how much you hate Scotch, so that's why I wanted to make you upset and do Scotch for the last show.
Yeah. I think it's appropriate. I think it's appropriate. And then we'll have our Scotch infinity bottle runoffs.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
I don't even know how to explain where this is. Doug, I'm Scotch, I should.
Can you
but,
show? Can you
yeah.
send
So
that? Can you show him
here's
that?
where it is.
You can't see it from there.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
kind of
Can
can.
you turn?
Did it.
Right here. So it's kind of do this. It's right here.
So.
The Jeopardy theme song should be playing right now. While
Can
we
you,
find the answer
can
to the
you
question.
go out just a little farther
Yeah.
so I can just. Oh, okay. No, it's up by Sky. So it's interesting that well, Shieldaig is the name of the brand. It's the private bottling.
It's not a region or anything?
No, but Isla is, of course. And this I'm sure is made up of one or more Isla. Well, it's a single malt, so it's they've purchased a barrel from one of the Isla distillers, and they've aged it for however long they did, or they bought it at a certain age and bottled it. We don't really know, right?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Well, maybe we should just enjoy it.
I
Yeah,
think it's
Instead of getting into the
probably
technicals of it.
time to
There's
just-
about that much information that I found.
Yeah,
on
there
it,
wasn't a
so-
lot out there. Just we've had various prices. I saw everything from $20, and Greg said 60. But it's
that's
What,
I
what's
didn't
it
even
say?
see
What,
that,
say it again.
no.
Say it again.
one of the reviews I saw said it was $22.
That was
So
the
who knows?
first bottle. It isn't that bottle.
I found anywhere between 19
Yeah.
and 33 for
Yeah,
this
okay.
bottle.
Well, if you get it in Pittsburgh, it's like 50 some dollars.
Yeah, that's the
Just FYI.
Pittsburgh markup.
Yeah, that's the tax you have to pay for going into Pittsburgh.
If you're a
It's
Browns
penalty.
fan, particularly.
Yeah.
If you're a Browns fan, that's what you got.
I knew that. Man.
If it's a
Feel that
Steelers
hate
fan,
for
it's
Pittsburgh,
75.
Oh.
It's almost as much as Michigan.
No.
Damn,
But,
girl. Come on. Man.
hey, well, it doesn't matter. We're gonna taste it, and we're gonna see how we like it.
Yeah, so let's pass this out and see what.
No, give me that. Give me that. Don't play. Don't
No,
play.
what? What do you? Oh no, I'm not going to say that word because.
What, Pittsburgh or Michigan?
Greg's,
I mean, those are 2 new swear words. They've got 9 words.
Ooh.
Ooh.
all right, so Wizard already went in on the nose.
So Isla color, maybe a little darker than most Islas.
It started out really fruity on the nose, and then it
I was
just
gonna
went
say
to like a
fruit for sure.
really, I'm sorry,
Bitey.
terrible
Yeah, it was.
nose.
I don't
It
get
starts
that.
out
No,
really
it's
good, and then it
lot
goes
And then it
of
just
Isla.
go, and then it
Kinda
goes
like,
wah, wah, wah. Kind of
little
like your
bit of
joke
a-
about the grocery
a
store.
little bit of a wet cardboard or something.
Ooh, wet cardboard. I can't wait.
I don't know. I don't get any of the nastiness. I
No,
get,
I'm getting delightful.
I get
Okay.
citrus out of it. I get vanilla out of it, as we always do.
There we go. I mean,
almost getting some almost getting like an orchid smell.
I like it.
It's the nose is nice.
It is nice.
I mean,
trying to
this should
That's
be an
heavy.
air freshener.
It's heavy. It's heavy. I have to tell you about air freshener in a little bit.
I don't know if I want to know.
So, and that's Shauna. You said
I
that.
don't
So
get any peat out of it at all.
No.
yeah, it's
I love
not.
smoke.
It's not what I expect from.
Oh,
Iowa.
it's very light.
I get a little smoke on it right now.
Yeah, it's delicate.
so
Yeah,
Wizard, let,
yeah, dainty.
Swish it around.
Dainty,
Swish it
if you
around.
will.
Swish it
Yeah.
around. Let's hit
Wizard,
it
let me
again.
ask a question. So, of the regions
That's
of
peaty.
Scotch, is
That's
Isla
definitely-
one of the more peaty
Iowa
Scotches?
is the most peaty
The most
smoky
peaty. Okay.
in general. So, that's your
Say peaty, I
Lagavulin,
think of
Lefroy,
Buffalo.
Ardbeg. Those are all islands. So.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, so it's typically the profile is, I would say, generally more smoky than what I get out of this. But
Is that Isla Infinity?
what's that?
Is your
Your
Infinity
No,
Isla?
there are some islas in there.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, so you have. Oh, shit.
Remember, it's everything I've drank. Everything I drank this year, a little bit went in.
What you can't see going on behind the computer screen is Karen's got her nose deep into the glass.
Because, well, all I can smell is all of our cigar smoke right now. So and now that I go back in and nose it, it's not as. Leave it alone, thank you.
Well,
It's not as nasty as it, and that's not. What,
Yeah, I have to say, when I first nosed it, I got something bad, but it's gotten better as
I'm not finding anything unappealing about this. I'm not getting
No,
wet
me neither.
cardboard. I'm not getting any of the
No.
bad.
got a little. It was not wet cardboard. It was a little bit of a vegetal.
I'm finding that a vegetal.
I always.
there's some words that you just can't say. You get the vegetal?
I could have had a beer.
Is it like mongoloid?
I always say.
Brought home the bacon.
I always say. I'm always going to nose my glass, if you will. I'm always going to nose it at least 3 to 4 times.
Oh yeah.
And I'm going to be doing the same thing when I hit the palate. Same thing. Because things change.
Of course.
Anyway, go ahead.
We sit
Never
there-
judge the first sip. I always at least go.
Amen.
It's got some stick to itiveness.
Typically,
to the glass,
wait till
too.
the third one to really start trying to make any conclusions.
I forgot to say this is 80 proof. I did not
Oh, okay.
mention that.
Nice and light.
Okay, so yeah, it's a light drinker. Are we
Are
tasting?
we tasting all of a sudden?
Yeah, we
I'm sorry, I got bored.
Bob, don't say anything.
I'm not. I got bored.
So yeah, go ahead. What
Go ahead,
I
what's the
pulled
nose?
off the nose notes, whiff of vanilla, citrus, pear, and fruity notes.
A little bit, I could say. There's definitely some fruit in there. Pear, maybe I could go with that.
I think somebody said citrus. Was that you, Greg? Okay.
Yeah, I didn't get citrus. I got the little bit
I
of.
got floral.
Wow.
I call it
Wow.
vegetal, but
It's camp.
That's not the pretty
It's-
kind. It's the garden
no,
variety.
not necessarily.
It's the garden
Just
variety,
not
yes,
necessarily
yes.
bad. After I've
Like
been getting used to it,
Tomatoes, squash,
Yeah.
Rutabagas.
Rutabagas.
fresh cut dandelions.
On the the first run on the palate, campfire, honey. I want to say orange. It's nice.
definitely
It's-
got some smoke on the palate.
Yes,
for sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
But not,
It's prominent.
It's not overbearing.
It's not
It's not
overbearing.
overbearing. You're exactly right. but
It's 80
prominent.
proof, so maybe it's a
Very
little,
drinkable.
but
Almost,
it's
almost a Fuji apple in there.
Okay.
Definitely a little sweetness to that and floralness of the Fuji apple blossom.
There you go. I could
Where
see
your
that.
vegetation comes from.
Well,
No, that's nice.
yeah, I'm gonna have to.
yeah. That's,
I like that.
What is vegetal? I just have to add. Like, what does
No.
that mean?
so like
Because I giggle
you
at
think-
it like a 5-year-old.
yeah, green, something green.
Something
that,
not really
if you-
truly ripe.
No, just not necessarily grass, but just if you
Like if you were to get
green
like a green
herbs and
smoothie made of
you
all kinds
kind of break them up, you kind of get that.
Smoothie?
Yeah, that.
Okay.
The spinachy type stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not necessarily a bad flavor. It's just, and you do get that, and because some barleys have that kind of fresh, grassy notes to it.
It's a long finish. You definitely get honey on the palate.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely get that smoke, but it's very pleasing.
And I think from the long finish, that's because of it being an Isla. I think that's what stays with you, but it's not like a long finish spicy that stays with
Yeah.
you. It's
No,
just
No,
that,
I'm getting the
it's that
sweetness as
smoky-
the sweetness and the smoke on the finish on there.
And it's
mean,
got
once-
some
kind of like a
phenols-
nice,
phenols from the peat. You definitely
kind of like a
So
nice
you get that,
smoked rib or something.
You get that heavy spice and smoke, and then it's gone. But once you swallow it, it changes everything.
Yeah,
It's
I
fantastic.
almost think this would be better in a little higher proof. 80's almost a little too light for this
Yeah, I
one.
agree with that.
Yeah, it's funny that that is a
I mean, this
Scotch is more apt to be 80 proof than most of
Sure.
the
Yeah, but
bourbons
this is-
and American whiskey.
there's definitely like a wateriness to it at the end.
It's
I mean,
light.
I'm not getting the long finish like you're describing. I'm getting more of a watery just
That's
end.
good.
It's just tastes like a good bottled water at the end.
a
if you
smoky
will.
bottled water.
A smoky bottled
mineral,
water. yes.
mineral water
Mineral water, yes.
with a little bit
From
of
Chernobyl.
vegetal
Chernobyl. So I would say
Chernobyl finish.
guns.
I would say for people who are getting into scotches and they want to try something that's an Isla, this is a good introductory Isla
Yeah.
because you get that flavor of the smoke and the peat, but it's not overpowering like some of them are. And I agree with you, Bob. I think it is a little watery.
It's a crowd pleaser is what it is. This is like just bringing a table red wine to a dinner.
Sure.
This is a nice
I agree with
crowd
that.
pleaser.
Yeah,
I like
Us a Dagos, we know how to.
it. Table red.
Dago Red.
Dago red. Yep.
Dago
right.
Red, that's-
I forgot to bring. I was going to bring some of the wine I put up this time. Damn it.
That's
bring it
all
for
right.
next year.
No worries.
Hey, you know
Yeah, I
where
put
we
up, I
live.
put up I put up another batch of.
It's a long finish.
I put up another batch of Merlot Tonin.
Okay.
Well,
So, anyone else have any palate or
Anybody wa-
finish notes they want
I
to
don't
share?
need to add any ice to it.
it's a nice decline on the finish. It's not long. It's not too short either. It's just a nice ramp down.
But it does pair well with the cigar. I will say
It
that.
does
It does. It
taste
does
really good.
really
I'll
good
bet
with
it
the
does.
cigar.
If I smoke cigars, I would probably.
You should buy some.
You should.
So,
Cheap
some of
ass.
these
You want a
gauges,
second hand? You want a second hand
I
smoke
found
some?
these here. I don't know.
Those
If I-
are those
if
are
I-
some somebody
if I
else.
Oh, those
ever-
could be mine.
Don't
If I
break
ever
those.
take up, if I
Don't
ever,
break those.
yeah, if I ever take up smoking. Okay.
Keep your
So-
dick skinners off of those.
That's the word I was going to use.
Dick Skinners?
Dick
What do you got,
Skinners.
Kurt?
You know, I'm not a Isla fan, but I think that someone commented it's kind of the intro to Islas. And, you know, when I first smelled it, I didn't smell a lot of medicine. Then when you got down in the nose, you smelled the kind of medicine-y, peaty, astringent smell. But when you drink it, it gives you that hit and it goes right away. So this, as a non-Isla lover, this is a whiskey that I would rate higher than some of the heavy Arbegs and whatnot that are really hit
Yep.
you hard. So it's a more pleasant experience than I was expecting.
Well, that's
Got a
good.
little, I guess got a little hint of coconut on that last sip. So there's some stuff going on there.
All right, so the
All right.
notes that I got on the palate, light and fruity, pepper, vanilla, and light oak. I would agree with that. Light oak, almost
Okay.
like the cork.
A little
Big
dryness.
cork.
Just a little
Cork.
dryness.
Yes,
A little
cork
dryness.
Cork
Okay.
is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, cork is more than
That's-
oak. Yeah.
Yeah. The finish, light, watery, and non-lingering. And again, this is not from the website. This is from another.
Okay.
Well, I just typed that up about a half hour ago.
Good job. Good job.
All right.
But I guess I was, and I'm sorry, Dad,
Yeah,
but
no, no.
I guess I was a little afraid because some of the reviews that I read on this were not very nice. But
Yeah.
um,
Really?
yeah, but if, like I said, if you want to get into an Isla, I think this is great. For the price, I found it online anywhere from $19 to $33.
That's a good price.
At that price, it's definitely
great
worth
price. I
that.
agree.
I quickly checked OHLQ and nothing came up. So
Yeah,
it
well,
looks like you can't get it around here anywhere, but quick road trip, go over to PA.
90
Yeah,
minutes.
There you go.
And
I'm sure it's probably everywhere else but here. But
of course.
just saying.
I know it's.
Thank you, OHLQ. I'm sorry, was that out loud?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're doing their big release though. We got to talk about that too.
Oh.
But
There's a lot of
All
things
right,
we need to talk about.
Let's get into the numbers.
let's get into
who wants to go
the
first?
numbers. Gee, since it's the last show of 2023, why don't you do the honors?
I'm going to 3.8.
Okay.
Really?
That's a nice drink.
That's, yeah.
For the money, it's a great drink. And even the money that I paid for it, it's good.
Well, it's still under the $80 range,
It's
which is still a good price
Sure.
for that.
like I said, I think that bottle was $50, but tax and everything else, you're looking at close to $60. So, and we already did the smaller or the other bottle, which
The
was
blended.
the blended. Okay, different bottle, and it still did not disappoint.
I do have the scores from that too. We can do a compare after we
Sure,
give our
sure.
ratings. But Doug, you're the Scotch guy. So
Yep.
what are you thinking?
I'm going 3.65. A very respectable whiskey. And as you said, I think if you want to introduce somebody kind of to here's a little bit of what a Isla taste profile is, and let somebody get some of the smoke and peat without something that's a little too powerful. I think this is a good whiskey for that.
Yep, exactly.
All right.
Um,
Who else? You?
I'll go. Why
Let's go.
not?
Sure.
This is really difficult for me. I'm liking it, but
But
it's
not loving
leaving me kind of blah.
Wanting.
Thank you. Yeah. And I'm the score. I'm gonna give it a 3.5, and it's not because I don't like it. It's I want to get more out of it.
Yeah.
So I think it's just falls a little short for me on the flavor profile, and I'm looking for a little bit more.
Okay.
I'm right with you on that one too. But I think I'm going to go with 3.4.
Okay.
It's very good. A good introduction. It is a good gift bottle. I mean, I always like something that I would like to give as a gift.
Sure.
And that would be one of those I would give as a gift, and I would go with a solid 3.4 on that one for that, because it does leave you wanting more, but wanting more is what somebody that drinks this on a regular basis would be looking for something more complex.
Did he
This
just
is
say I
really-
drink a lot? What?
Yes, I did. No, but I mean, but in all reality, this is like that Arbe 5 that we did, another beginner introduction to Isla's. I like it. I would buy it and I would keep it. Yes.
Yeah.
Solid 3.4.
I agree with all of that. Yes, it is a good gift. Fine. I wouldn't know that I would mix it with anything
No.
because of the peaty smoky
I would never
flavor.
mix.
I wouldn't.
I would never
do that.
mix Scotch with anything.
No, I just some people do.
Well,
Fabio.
shame on them.
Being from the liquor business, you drink it how you want it. I mean, if the only thing I would mix it with would probably be a little bit water if it was higher proof. But being at 80 proof, it drinks perfectly out of the bottle.
Agree. Totally agree with that. Yep.
Especially with that watery finish. Doesn't need to be watered down.
Shauna,
anymore.
you want to give us a score?
I'm with G. I give it a 3.8, but for the price, I would give it a 4.0.
Oh,
Wow.
Because if you add in the price.
look at her spending your money.
Yeah.
So what is your
Thanks,
final
girlfriend.
score?
Thank
She
you.
contributes. She contributes pretty
It's
good.
very
So I
drinkable.
saw
It is. It's very
it's right
drinkable.
out of the bottle. It's drinkable.
Mhm.
I don't have to add any
Yeah.
water to
Nothing.
it or
No.
anything. For
It's
me,
good.
that's how I like my whiskey.
Do you
Yeah.
like Isla Scotches?
Not
No.
usually.
And
So
me
you're
neither.
you're with cheese. That's
Yeah.
You're okay. All right. And yeah, gee.
I mean,
What do you
she
got?
just barely got to where she liked Scotch,
Scotch.
period, till a couple years ago.
Isn't that nice when your spouse
I am-
start liking what you
I
drink?
know.
I mean,
It's
my wife.
taken all my
30
it's
plus
only
My
years.
wife has
30
just
years.
now started after 32 years starting to drink bourbons.
I am not a
So-
Scotch person, and I do like some Scotches, and obviously the bar tells you that. But at the end of the day, I like it. It's my palate. I enjoy it, and
It's sweet on
That's-
the
Ultimately,
It is.
that's what's important.
what do you got,
Right.
Cheese?
So I'm with Shauna. I am 3.8 because normally I don't
Wow,
like
yeah.
Isla's. If it was more, I would grade it lower because I don't like the heavy smoke. So this is something my son likes Isla's, so I
Yeah.
would drink this with my son, and
He'd love it.
would-
He would love it.
He would say it needs more, and I would say it's just enough.
Right,
I'm
right,
3.8
yeah.
just because it's a little softer on the smoke and the peat than expected for an Isla, and that's totally right with me. Because if it's
Yeah.
heavy, I think I graded like the last Isla we did like a 3.4 because it was big smoke.
Right.
Didn't like it, so
Right.
that's just me. But it's really drinkable drink.
It is.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you're gonna find those heavier smokes when you get like Lefroy's and different things like that.
So the last one, Cheese, I show we did the J. Riddle peated whiskey. It's a bourbon whiskey,
Yeah,
but
that's
there's the peat. And
Whole different animal.
You gave it a 3.2, so you definitely
Run away!
But also your palate is now developing, and you're starting to get a
Yeah, I'm not,
background of
uh,
different things too. So
I'm not
you
quite
now have
on
things
the
to compare it to, which
Pete and
is
American whiskey caravan. Yeah.
which is nice.
So I could go to the Ardbeg Wee Beastie that you did try,
Yeah.
Oh boy.
and that you gave it a 2.9.
It's a good
See what I mean? See what I mean?
It's a
We
wee
hold
bit
these
much.
truths to be self-evident.
All right, Lincoln.
fan of the
down.
Wee
Oh boy.
Beastie.
Oh boy.
All
Oh boy.
right.
So I do want to compare our scores from the blended to this. I just think that's
Are you
interesting.
on the same bottle? I mean the same.
Same Shieldaig.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so
Good.
back
Same
in
bottle,
August,
yeah.
we did the Shieldaig blended. Shauna and Cheese, you were not here for that. Bob, you weren't either. So I will
I'll have
just.
to correct that for next year.
I'm telling you what. I will just share the three of our scores. Doug, you gave the blended a 3.4,
Okay.
where you gave
Well, it
this
makes
one
sense.
a 3.65.
It's an island, so sure.
So you like this one a little bit more.
Yeah.
I gave the blended a 3.85.
There you
Okay.
Wow, and I don't even remember that. But
You were drinking.
yeah, well, who knew? Greg, you gave it a 3.70. So you're pretty much in line with your 3.8. On
Consistent.
On this one.
Consistent.
Yeah.
I know what I like. Awesome.
Very, very interesting.
All right.
All right.
So,
Are we ready to do head-to-head battle?
let's get ready
Yeah.
to
Do we have clean glasses or
rumble.
should we rinse?
We're gonna rinse.
Oh, rinse. All right.
Oh, you know what? I can do.
I'm going to rinse my glass here
I'm
that
gonna
I have
rinse. I think it makes sense.
because next
wait.
week is going to be December 5th.
And
Which
you know
is-
what that is,
Month.
everyone.
Oh yes. Well, December.
December 5th all month.
Yes.
You've already started.
Yes. I'm drinking out of my repeal glass. It is the 21st Amendment glass. So December 5th will be the anniversary of repeal.
Yay!
Yes, that's right.
So we have to salute that one.
I just want to give a shout out to Jose Padilla. We haven't seen you lately.
Jose.
Thanks for joining us.
I remember.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
a year. I'll tell you.
That's for Jose.
I'll tell you where we were a year
We're
ago.
supposed to be.
We were at Cleveland Whiskey.
You were a busy bee.
And
Yes,
you
I
were a
was.
busy bee for sure. And he reached out to me, and I said, "You got to get over here. We're gonna have a good time." And Zach was doing all the videos and all that stuff. And Jose's, if you ever get into that, if you get an opportunity, Jose is one of our best, if you're
fans.
the top fans. And we got in there with a picture of him and
Tits McGee.
Tits McGee and her husband. We had a great time, man. It was a lot of fun. So, why
My friend Jen.
Bob was a busy
Love
bee.
her.
So we won't.
Yeah.
Buzz.
All right. So Bob, can you do me a favor?
Yes, I can do whatever you need,
All
sir.
right. So, you see the duct tape?
Yes, I do.
You got the rope?
Can you put it over
I'm just
Greg's
checking.
mouth? I'm just kidding.
No.
Wow.
Take that. No. Leave that there. Take the black box. put it down. Just put it down, and grab that
Okay. Now
Glencairn glasses.
I can follow directions.
So
Oh
we need.
my
We have
goodness.
6 glasses. Let's pass them.
Okay.
So I will say also on the scroll, Lindsay is in awe that
What's this?
you were like 4.0 for a Scotch.
What's this?
Lindsay is in awe that Shauna, the word that the score 4.0 came from her, and Jennifer is saying,
Yeah.
wait until you try the Broken Barrel Isle of Peat.
Okay,
You-
well,
have you heard
I
about that?
I have that.
Is that?
You have a broken
She
Isle of
gave it
Peace?
to me. I have it in my
Ah.
Pass
car.
it down. Pass it
Uncle
around.
Shane.
It was on our
Donkey who?
my list of
Pass it
ones to
around.
do with you guys.
Okay,
And I
yeah, I've
also
never
have,
heard of that.
I think I have a Broken Barrel
Sure.
California oak.
So you shouldn't have to wipe anything up because we have brand new glasses.
Okay. all
Yeah,
right.
we have
Most
a
of us
few Glencairn glasses. And I will say, when I was reading the reviews on that Shieldaig, they did recommend drinking it out of a Glencairn glass. Glencairn? I don't know how to say it.
Been canned.
These.
Glencairn.
Been canned.
They do recommend because
The mini hurricanes.
we always say that really does bring that nose up to
They're
you.
still the best. One of the,
I will say one thing that people do say that proper glassware doesn't make a difference, but yes, it
Yes,
does.
it does.
It makes a hell of a lot of difference.
I have
and,
proved that so many times.
Oh yeah.
Ridiculous.
It is.
He will have people try something just from like a rock
We're,
slide.
especially when you're trying something new for the first time, trying to evaluate it, you should drink it from the proper glassware until you discover that you do enjoy
There are
it.
some different designs out there.
Yes.
Some of them are really good, but as far as just the basic, really designed well for tasting and nosing is a Glencairn glass.
Yeah, you did a couple Whiskey Wizards on the
Done some
different-
reviews of some different things that are out there that are really
and even
good.
brought
It's
us
just-
some glasses too.
They're just not as common and they're a little more expensive and harder to get, but you can't beat a good Glencairn.
Yeah, my mother-in-law would not like to drink a margarita out of a
No.
masonry glass. So she, or what do they call those? Mason jars.
I drink a
So-
margarita out of anything.
So when we used to go to our local restaurant, I used to sneak in an old Chi-Chi's glass just so she could pour her stuff into a regular margarita glass.
just give me the tequila bottle. I'll do that. All right.
Okay,
what-
so without further ado,
What are we doing, G?
So we're
Yes,
we're going
your
to
show.
do some Scotch Infinity bottles. So Doug has done one, and Doug has done mine as well.
nothing like
Right before the
nothing like
show.
not doing your homework until the
that's
last
all
possible
right.
minute.
How many
okay.
minutes old is that? No, I'm just kidding.
So my bottle is about 40 minutes, and Doug's bottle is
It's from January.
40 weeks.
And we are going into overtime today.
Yeah, so we are going to go overtime. So
Yeah, it's fun. We're having
all right,
fun.
so we have 6 people. So this is
Yeah.
how we're going to do this. So my side, 6 people, Sean and myself, Karen, and
Oh, we're on Team
is
Doug. Yay!
is going to be on my bottle, and Doug and Bob and Cheese are going to be on Doug's bottle, and we're gonna rate it.
How
we're
are
gonna
they all
try
going to fit? I'm just kidding.
And then we'll switch.
We'll find a way to fit on Dougie.
No, I was just gonna pour them out. So,
Hey, now, that's another show, another channel.
did you wipe your glass?
No, this
right.
is my fresh glass.
Oh, it's your fresh glass. Okay.
Yes, this is my Shieldaig glass. So
All right. It
that
did,
over here.
and Shauna's got a new bottle, right, or glass, if you will.
Yes.
Yes, she does.
All right.
So I will say right away, right out of the gate, this one has a little bit more color than the Shieldaig did. This one looks a little bit more amberish to me. I don't know, just my opinion.
I would say mine is almost the exact color of the Shieldaig.
Do you know
I don't know if
anything?
I like that.
Do you know or remember anything about your Infinity bottle? Could you give us a little history on that one? How many are in there?
I mean, I
ounces
didn't
or-
write it all down. I would say
Me
there's-
neither.
There's probably 20 different whiskeys in this, or more than that. There's
Okay, so about an ounce of each.
I intentionally, when I'm making mine, I intentionally try to go easy on, even though I love Isla's. I try to keep it balanced. I don't think that Isla's play really well with like port wine finished and winey kind of things. So I kept the wine cask finished whiskeys out of it for the most part. There might be a little bit of one or two in there, but I also tried to lean heavier on the kind of the middle of the spectrum, kind of, the Spaysides and Highlands, and
Okay, so basically you have
just
1 ounce,
we
1 ounce of
yeah.
everything.
Because Islas can overpower it, so I go easy on them, just to try to keep it balanced,
Greg, do you know anything about the one you just made?
Well, Doug was, I can't remember them all, but
It's called what he had on the
Well, approximately. that's a hunting infinity
Well,
bottle.
you don't have a lot of Islas and
I don't,
stuff,
I
so
don't.
that gives you some.
which we talked about that.
Yeah.
So anyway, so
But you had about 15
beginning of
to
next
20
year, because
also?
we like doing. So we're going to talk about on our time off about doing more scotches, if you will.
And tequila. We need to do a tequila.
We're gonna do tequila and some
I'm sorry.
other
Was that out
things,
loud? I'm sorry.
Yeah. So
I think
anyway.
I channeled Drew. Yes.
So I'm looking forward to the meeting and bouncing stuff off each other, and I think we had a lot of different things happen this year where we couldn't do shows and different stuff like that. But at the end of the day, we're definitely going to do more scotches. We talked about back in the day. We talked about doing a scotch every three months, and I think we're going to do it every 2 months now.
Okay.
So, and we want to get into that, and we might substitute some bourbons for other scotches, if you will. But we definitely want to be, we're a whiskey show, so we can't cut out scotches, period. And I don't want to.
No.
So, I mean, Doug brings a lot to the
100%.
table, if you will, and we're gonna have a good time, man.
And if all y'all got an idea, let us
Yeah,
know.
let us know, man.
Yeah, if
show.
there's something you guys like that we haven't tried, we're we'll be your guinea pig, or even
But
if you haven't tried.
I'll be honest with you. While y'all here, I'll be honest with you. Our first show is going to be Infinity Bottle.
Oh, okay. So I now have a challenge.
Just
Okay.
so you know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's
All right,
get
let's
on.
do
All
this.
right.
Let's do
So
this.
how do we want to
You ready,
do
Keith?
it?
Well-
Let's.
Smells.
Why don't we do one side, then
Sure.
do the other side, and then we can't draw it out too long, so we'll have
No.
to keep it moving. But,
All right, so you
let's
guys
go
gonna
ahead and
go-
nose. Let's
Hey,
do
it's
my
the
team.
last
My
show.
team will nose, and we'll,
Okay, you guys knows. You want us knows too, right?
yeah, you guys can be nosing.
All right. Let's nose them.
It
Right off the
smells
bat, I get-
young. No, I'm just kidding.
Smells like dung?
Young.
Oh, dung.
No.
I got a nice mild Isla. A little sweet.
Fruity.
Yeah, a little fruity, like apples and pears, not
Yes.
not like cherries and stuff like that. Like
Correct.
Yeah, not citrus, but apples.
I thought apples when I smelled
Yeah.
it. Very
I
nice.
get just a hint of smoke, but yes, I get light white fruit,
Yeah.
apples, pears, whatever.
Right.
And I'm surprised I'm not getting more of kind of some of the darker, spicy notes. But
It's very drinkable. There's not a lot to it. It's very mild on the Isla. Not as much as you would think based on the nose. Sweet. Like the apples. No smoke. No peat.
I know there's
I'm not getting
Poo. Wouldn't be French.
oompoof.
Yeah.
Yeah. Poop my pants.
No, it's
That's
this is pretty close to that. I mean, it's not real high proof. It's got a watery finish. Not long, but it's good.
well, I'll bet this. I can guarantee this is a good bit more than 80 proof.
Okay. So what do you got, cheese? And then we're gonna go into our palate.
I mean-
our nose.
So Scotch isn't my native tongue. But, I mean, my favorite Scotch is Johnny Walker Blue.
Okay.
And I would say this drinks a lot like a Johnny Walker Blue.
There you go.
In that it doesn't have as big a hit as some Scotches do. So I like this a lot because I'm not a huge Scotch guy, and I like kind of the all the flavors, but nothing too intense. So I would say balanced and very good.
And you're
Okay.
still talking on the nose. You have not tried it yet.
Oh, I went and I
Or
tried it.
did you
I went
try
and I
it?
tried it. I
I'm
tried
just-
to
I
get
wanna
that.
make sure-
I tried it.
Okay,
But
okay.
on the nose was very pleasant, and I would agree it has just a little undertone of Isla, but not enough
Yeah.
to be medicinal at all or
Or turn you
astringent.
off. Or
Just a little hint.
Just a very drinkable drink.
a
Very nice.
snudgy bit.
Okay.
Yeah, I just put little bits of peaty.
It's a very good blend.
It's a vatted malt because it's all single malts in this. But that's what I was going for.
Okay.
They're
Mission
all very good
accomplished.
whiskeys, I can tell you that. They're all, top-rate single malts. And I'm with you. To me, it's I'm surprised the nose is a little. I'm not, just I get some sweet, some vanilla, as you always will in a Scotch. A little bit of soft stone fruit, but I did taste it, and I'm very pleased.
You could bottle that one as a production bottle. That would be a nice Scotch.
Blended Scotch.
Yes, blended.
Add it.
All right.
Blended.
We're ready?
I have to say one thing. I
That's
can
different.
just picture Doug
So-
making this bottle. He's probably
Oh, he's got his wizard
he's got
hat
his
on,
Dr.
his
What's the
jacket
difference
on.
between blended and
Okay,
that?
so that's a great question.
Oh.
So
Did you wear
a
your garb when
blended-
you were
a blended
putting-
whiskey technically has neutral grain spirit in it, and even Johnny Walker Blue, they add some neutral grain.
Oh, I brought some neutral
grain
grain.
alcohol.
Okay.
For whatever reason, I mean that's the tradition of a blended. Now with cheaper blendeds, they use a lot more grain spirit. Single malts, obviously, vatted malt is just a mixture of single malt spirit.
Okay.
So that's what this
You want
is.
this?
technically.
Yeah, I want to try yours. Yeah.
Well, we'll get there.
What?
Well, I know, but I mean, I want to jump ahead. I'm just going to smell.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Sorry,
so
it's been a little while. I got some
Don't,
catching
I
up
don't want
to
to
do.
hear anything you
I
have
won't
to
say
say.
a word.
Don't say a word.
are
Don't
we
say a word.
volleying?
All right, let's
Yeah,
go.
you got
Gonna
your turn.
All right, what do we
Greg
got?
whiskey team.
On the nose. On the nose.
On the nose. Very light.
Very
to
light.
me,
Very. It has ethanol, but you really don't catch it at first.
It does have a Scotch nose,
It does. I get a little
To
smoke
it.
out of it.
but yeah, not heavy smoke. Just very, very light. Shauna, what are you thinking?
I didn't get any smoke at all,
She
and
does.
it's
Oh, she does
very
this one.
light on the nose, but it's absolutely a Scotch.
Definitely.
Yes,
Scotch.
totally agree
Definitely
with that.
Scotch. And
Just
just so,
Greg.
just so y'all know that that was put together in about 15 minutes, and because I was sleeping at the door, so to say. So
And it's basically a vatted malt too. He had just a smidgen of a blended that we put in there. But.
yeah.
Oh, you did put a blended.
Yeah,
Just a
I
little.
already poured it before. Said that's blended. I'm like, oh, too late.
Well,
But
it is,
anyway.
yeah.
Yeah, it is.
It was a
so,
small amount. So.
Yeah. So anyway, what do you kids get on the nose? You get
Yeah,
I don't know this. I can't.
it's a light,
It's
light
it's very
smell.
light.
Very
It's very light. It's got a like I said, I get a little smoke out of it. Vanilla, as you said, Doug.
I get
I
some
kind-
green apple on that.
I would say a fruit of some sort. But I'll tell you what I do get. I get a little oak out of it.
I would agree with
That
that.
makes sense. I know what went in
Yeah.
it.
So
But no, I mean that's with all the whiskeys we put in there. That I'm not surprised. Oak is one of the things you get.
all right. What do you think, kids?
Anything else, Shauna, you want to add, or are we ready to dive into this?
I'm tasting
Listen,
it.
we ain't got time to listen
she's
to their
in.
bullshit. We're into it.
I'm
Okay.
in. It's very sweet.
Oh,
Wow.
That didn't sound like a good O.
no, I mean,
No, it's not a good O.
it wasn't bad. There, so many flavors going on in there. A
Wow.
ton of flavor.
That could be because it
Probably
sat for a
15
while.
bottles worth of flavor.
But probably because it didn't have a chance to meld together.
But a lot of different, like, it's like fruit and then smoke and then peat and then back to fruit again. It
Yep. Yeah.
keeps switching.
I agree with that. It's for a quick minute. I like it. It's very fruity. It's very vanilla caramel. You get
Very
that
sweet.
smoke. It's sweet.
It is.
It's like
sweet,
candy.
Shauna.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
kind of
nice.
candy,
Yeah.
but it's very, very good.
Oh my.
Okay, well that sounds
And
good.
and oh my, you got an oh my.
It sounds good.
Can I ask? Did you put any of the Glen Ross vanilla in there?
We put some Glen Ross in there. Glen Ross, excuse me.
Well, I don't think it was the
I don't
one
think-
you were
Not the
thinking.
Not the one you're
vanilla?
thinking.
Okay, 'cause
No,
yeah.
I don't think we did that. We didn't pull that bottle. But
I'm just curious because
There is some Glen Ross in there.
that's the
Or
first
Rothus,
whiskey or
however
Scotch. I'm sorry that I had, and I was immediately hooked on Scotch. So
Yeah.
and I taste that in this.
Yeah.
it's
I
very
taste that in
pleasurable.
there.
It's
Yeah.
very pleasurable.
Yeah.
It really is.
It's, yeah. I mean,
For
There's a new word.
for a quick bottle.
Pleasurable.
be curious about the proof because it's not hot at all.
So what was
So-
the like? Do you know like? I mean, Scotches usually
It's
aren't
soothing.
high proof.
It's very soothing.
So I mean, they're usually in the 80 to 90 range.
Yeah.
80 to 95, 96, you know. There's a lot more, there's a trend now to going higher proof in a lot of them. But yeah, traditionally it's going to be between 80 and 95.
Awesome.
So we're, okay. So how do you guys want to give us, you gave us your tasting impressions?
We did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do we want to do this? Do you want to switch or do we want to do scores or how do you want to do it?
I said
Let's do their scores. And let's do our scores.
There you go.
All right.
I should say let them do
I don't
their
want to
scores.
go
We'll do it.
first on my own.
No, I was gonna say for being a blended whiskey, which
Fatted?
Fatted.
vatted. Sorry. How long was that sitting together before you poured that?
Well, I mean, it's been being compiled for, I don't know, since January.
Okay, just because that does make a difference with everything melding together. I'm gonna go a solid 3.5. I do like it. It's very nice, very light, very mild, very good. As a blended, a vatted Scotch, I do like it.
Okay.
Cheese.
I'm for one. I'm,
Woo!
I mean,
there's a
I said,
ding
Johnny
ding.
Walker Blue, and I'm not a huge Scotch guy, but this is extremely drinkable, and it's very balanced. So, I mean, I'm a fan.
Did you like it better than our featured whiskey?
Absolutely.
100%. That's where I would be.
I would agree.
I did.
Oh, I'm
100%.
sorry. 'Cause I did the other one. I'm already speaking for Greg's. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I did like yours better than our featured whiskey.
I'm you know, I have trying to be biased, but I'll just I'm gonna get to it right at 3.95 for me. I really, it's all great whiskeys because I know what went in it. Think it's a good expression. I got what I wanted to get out of it. I wanted to keep it soft and keep it a nice mix, as if I was doing a professional blend. So
I think you nailed it.
He had
Okay.
the lab coat on. He did have the lab
Yeah.
coat.
He had the hat on
I
at
was
least.
just trying to think about what I was doing.
Did you have your wand? And
So can I ask a
I asked him
question?
if he had his garb on.
I know.
he stuck his stick in there.
I want to
Literally.
answer.
Stick.
I have a serious question
Go
for
on.
once.
Really?
So I just want to know: does it matter how you layer it and when you layer it?
I
So,
would
like, if you put the Islas in
say-
first, or you put them in last,
I would
does
say
that
no.
change anything?
No, I mean
Doesn't
it's
matter.
it's you know, it's just it's kind of what's the overall mixture going to be.
So if
And-
you put an
yeah.
Isla in January, it shouldn't affect the flavor as if you just put it in August or
I don't
September.
think so. I
Okay.
think it matters though. Obviously, I tried to pay attention to how much of each thing I was putting in.
Sure,
You know,
even
I
parts.
said well, this is a very spirited, smoky, peaty Isla, so it would just get it a little bit. Yeah. So I was trying to be conscious. Okay, this one's very light, easy to drink. I would give that one a little bit more. So that's all. That's about the only rule I try to follow.
Because I'm thinking if you
Not
were to
tequila or any of that stuff.
No, I was just trying to make it a very universally enjoyable whiskey that even anybody that likes Scotch would like it.
I think Cheese agrees.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. But I was just thinking if you had the Isla in there first, it would kind
I don't
of
think that's going to
take
matter.
more time to kind of.
No, the whole thing is that when that's why I was asking about how long they were together. Like Greg's is going to taste. You're going to taste them. It's going to taste young, because it was together because it hasn't had a chance to meld together. It does make a difference when you take the two different flavors and you blend them together, because they do need to be agitated and put together to.
There might
to
be
blend.
some truth to that, but I think
There's a whole lot of truth to that.
once you're talking more like days, I don't think it matters.
Not
much.
days, but I mean as far as
Months.
and stuff. That's why I was asking.
Okay,
about it, because
well,
it
It
does
doesn't
make a
matter
difference.
how long you keep that pizza whiskey you made, it still tastes good.
Hey, we have some. Would you like it?
That was a
I-
Paichuga.
I
That
would
was
say it
different.
doesn't matter after it's been mixed up for a short amount of time.
All right.
We
That's a
probably
great
differ
show
on
to
that
do.
a little bit.
All right.
Yeah,
So,
it does, but it does
okay.
make a difference.
is it we to us?
Yeah, I think we're doing our scores. So
You guys got your scores?
yeah, they
I
got
did,
their
yes,
scores.
we did. We
so
got our
just
scores,
to
our
make
tastes,
sure,
and
just to make sure I got your scores
we
right.
are going long. So
Bob, you gave it a 3.5.
yes, I did. Solid.
Doug, you gave it a 3.95.
Mm-hmm.
Cheese, you gave it a 4.1. Gotcha.
Okay.
All right.
Because
I got
of the
those
light
scores.
Isla.
Balance.
Tommy likey. Tommy like wingy. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh my.
One of my favorite movies.
Oh, I was
Tommy
thinking
Boy.
Oh.
All right.
So I'm gonna go first.
Go ahead.
I am going to give this a straight 3.75. I think this is nice. It's got a nice lingering flavor to it. It does give me that extra that I did not get with the Shieldaig, and I like that I can taste the Isla smoky peatiness, but it's still sweet. It's a lot going on, and I can taste the different flavors folding over each other.
Yeah. It's got some dimension, you mean. Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, good word.
Dimension.
What'd you score?
3.75, I said.
Okay.
So, go to Shauna.
Oh, she's doing.
Oh, Shauna's
she's
being
doing
very
it.
shy
Okay,
here.
go ahead.
Ruh-roh.
That's all right.
Uh-oh, adding water.
I just added
She's
one.
got her first.
I just had a.
Oh, no rules. We didn't make up any
No,
rules.
no
about
rules.
water.
No rules,
Whatever-
just right.
However you
No,
want
she'll
to
know.
take it.
She had the
Pinky's
first.
out, though. Look
she
at
wants
her.
to take
Yeah.
I
Classy
just
chick
wondered
over
if it was
there.
going to change it at all with a little bit of water.
Okay.
It's definitely more. I mean, I liked what we had tonight, and I scored it a 3.8. This has more dimension. I would score it a 3.9.
There you go.
Okay.
Awesome.
Nice.
Awesome.
All right. So now
Oh, we
we're
got-
gonna.
Now
G's got to give his
Now-
score on
now-
this.
I know.
Now to the one of the creators. What did you think?
Doug, what?
Doug, what did I put in
We'll
here?
get to that. We'll get to that.
Hey, Doug, what am I
I
going
don't
to
know.
score this?
It was all Doug, but anyway.
Well,
No, it's kind
You
of
will
what
know.
This is a Doug the
As
Doug
he
competition.
So
Oh, hell.
if I was going to score, what'd you score, Doug? On your bottle?
3.95.
Okay. Well, I'm
I
a
scored
solid
mine.
3.8.
Okay. All right.
Oh.
He's
Just
being
under.
He's being modest. Okay.
Humble.
So, all right.
Humble, not modest.
So now we're going to switch it up, and
Switch it up, kids.
We're tasting Greg's whiskey now on this side of the table.
Oh, we already
I hope
poured
this
ours.
is fun for
No,
all
we're-
you out
we're
there.
doing ours.
I know,
it's
we
fun
already
for
poured
us.
ours.
it's fun for us.
Oh, you already poured yours?
Yes, we did.
So-
I was greedy.
All right. Karen, did you?
I
are you
couldn't
ready?
wait.
That's my glass right there.
Okay.
Oh,
Sean, I'm going to be over to you in a minute.
So I have.
I got it.
I'm ahead of you guys.
Oh, easy. Don't be ahead of us. Don't be ahead of us. Don't be ahead of us.
I'm just
No,
trying to
well,
speed
it's,
it up.
it is
While you
their
guys are
turn to go
pouring.
first.
While you guys
so.
are pouring, I have
Alex
the,
Trebek
I
rules.
had
We have
the
to go
other
first.
version, and I did
You
not
gave it
like
to
it as much
Oh, he
because
gave
it
it
has
this?
more flavor of the scotches, which I'm not as educated or palatable, I guess.
mm-hmm.
So I would give that similar to Greg's score. I would give it a 3.8. I gave the other. I gave
Whoa,
both
jumping
a
the
4.1.
scores already,
Already
too.
scoring?
Wow.
I mean,
no
I
nose,
just,
no
that's
taste.
just me
Well, you-
because
Okay.
Wait, what?
that's just
Time out.
What?
Time out. Time
Greg
out.
missed
Time
that.
out.
Rein it in. Rein it in.
Start all over again. Time out.
Doug's, I would give the other your Infinity bottle a 3.8 versus a 4.1. I like the other one because of its balanced mild hit versus a little more of a Scotch, bolder flavor.
Yeah.
And that's just me,
Yeah,
being
no,
a non-Scotch
it's-
guy.
yeah.
But
Hey, that's
I
what we're doing.
appreciated the
Hey.
delicacy of the flavor in the first Infinity bottle. The second Infinity bottle has more flavor, and I'm not as fond of
Did you
Scotch
drink
flavors.
this
This is
So,
yours.
Okay.
a true Scotch person may like it more.
Put it over here.
Well,
But me,
I'm-
I like
yeah.
I like the more balanced flavor.
So I'm gonna
personally.
go. I'm just doing the nose now. I like the nose on this better than on the one that I did. It just has. It's a little. I'm getting a little more
It's sharper.
nuttiness,
I'm-
a little more dark fruit.
More ethanol.
Yeah, just so.
Yeah, the ethanol hasn't blended
There's
in.
more of everything there.
So cheese, just let me
Which you
Yep.
put away.
3.8. You
3.8.
get 3.8. Okay. I just want to make sure I got that right.
All right, we got to keep it separated. So I don't want anybody to mix up everything. So
No.
they're trying they're trying my stuff
Right.
That's
now.
why I was asking Cheese what his score was.
I just jumped in
He
to
jumped
keep
with
things
the
moving.
He
along, 'cause
he
I
went
already
all
got
over the board at one time.
He just
Taste,
gave it to
nose,
us
flavor.
all.
Blame it on the ADD, baby.
Oh, look, a squirrel. Oh, wait, we do have a squirrel.
Oh yeah. Hello, lady.
I
Wow, look
even,
at the nuts on that one.
I got some definitely oak in here and a little bit of even, I would say, some
Okay, the
like
patients have taken
nutmeg.
the asylum.
There's a little bit
Nutmeg, you call it? Okay.
or allspice. No, like it's got a little more depth of the spiciness to it than mine did.
Well, this is kind of yours too, so.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
I mean, we just
I
went
just
down
was
his
like-
bar grabbing whatever he had. So, and he only has good whiskey. So, I mean,
Oh
it's-
my goodness.
it was a good matchup. It's a good matchup.
Yeah, no Kentucky gentleman back there.
No, there's no Kentucky.
No, gentlemen. No, gentlemen. Not even Kentucky.
I like it. I really like the.
The nose is delightful.
Yeah, yeah.
Not heavy Isla. A lot of ethanol because it hasn't had a chance to melt. It smells young because everything's together. I
Okay,
mean,
Joe Biden. Go ahead.
in all reality, I mean, for doing a quick blend, not doing your homework in time. I mean, the dog ate your homework. I mean, it smells wonderful. It smells great.
Oh, he goes. Oh, you're not drinking it out of a Glencairn?
Well, I didn't have a clean one.
But
I
that's
mean,
why we
it's-
gave you paper towels.
All right, well, I'll come back. It's delightful. It's nice and light. Short finish. Sweet.
Are you doing just nose?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. A little bit of Isla. Very, very into smoke. Little smoke. Okay, let's go for a taste. Yeah, it's very nice. Very light. Hardly any Isla on that one. It's good. It's very, 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 very light.
You think it's lighter than?
I feel like
the
it's
other?
got a little more heat. Than,
No, I mean,
I agree.
there's hardly anything on there. I mean,
Oh, I agree.
No.
I would agree.
it's not hot. It does smell hotter than it drinks.
I wouldn't say it's hot. I just meant it has a little more heat.
Spice.
But
Well,
the
More
finish is
spice than
short.
mine did.
I would really like to revisit this one in 6 weeks. I mean, I would,
Okay.
knowing the fact that it was poured an hour ago. I mean, and Doug's had a chance to blend. I think that has the potential to be very good.
Number?
Okay.
Number right now, no offense, 2.8 because it's so small, so young. I mean,
No,
there's
it's-
not a chance to have everything blend together.
There you go. See, that's interesting because when I took my first sip, I felt everything. Like I tasted
Hey,
everything.
hey, do that at home.
What do you got a hold of down there?
Something small. I'm a white guy.
Damn, Jackson.
I use
All
4
right.
fingers and piss on 3.
Oh, alrighty. Wizard, what are you thinking? I can only imagine after that comment. But go about the whiskey you tried. How about that?
It does have, I feel like it's rich, it's a little more ethanol forward. But I don't know, I'm thinking about what we put in it, I'm not sure why that would be. It's still very good.
So,
and I know what you think about the time and blended.
Go ahead.
I'm 385. 385.
That's a good, respectable
I
score.
do like it, and I know, because I know what went into it, this is all very good whiskey. And it was a pretty good blend. It wasn't like, similar to what I did. I mean, you had mostly, I would call middle of the spectrum kind of whiskey.
Yeah, and we ran, we had that conversation, I didn't, I was so, it was a busy day today, not to make anything, but anyway. Long story short, we did put that together in a quick minute, and that was all you. And so, go ahead. I understand what you're saying. Go ahead.
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
Okay.
we got it.
All right. So we got everybody's scores.
All of those scores on your Infinity
All right.
bottle are locked in.
what I would really like to do is I'd like you to have a label that date, and let's revisit that one in about 6 weeks. I think that has the potential to be something really good.
We can. That's fine. I was hoping to give that bottle to Doug. For a little Christmas gift, but anyway.
No, but in all reality,
And I'll tell you the reason why. Okay, and we're going to get on with our show. But the thing is, Doug does an event, him and his boys, every year. So if that bottle can help them with what they do on a regular basis every year, it's a gracious thing, getting the boys together, and they do the whole thing. So
I do have the Infinity bottle this year.
Okay, you do. So
I'm
that
the
bottle
one
goes
that has
home with
to
you.
Bring the Infinity bottle.
So we're gonna. So January we start a new Infinity bottle, and we're gonna do 2 Infinity bottles.
Okay.
And we're gonna do them. It's gonna be one of the shows for next year, December, if everybody hangs in there. But that bottle, Doug can do what he wants with it.
Right.
So does that make sense to you?
Yes, 100%.
Got it.
So anyway, go ahead.
Yeah.
No, I guess it's our turn now.
Okay.
So,
Uncle Doug.
I've been drinking it.
have you?
I have. But you know what? I can't say anything bad about that Doug put together. Very good. It's very, very good. I got some honey. I got a little smoke out of it, just barely. The ethanol, I didn't get any. A lot of fruit in there, if you will, and it was a great drink. It really is, and I hope that bottle turns into that bottle. And I'm with Doug, man. I'm a 3.8, man.
3.8.
They are close.
Score.
They are close in color.
They are very close in color.
Well, it's funny because these two are always very close in
Yes,
their
they are.
scores,
They very
too.
are.
They have a very similar.
Well, you mean this one is
palate.
really close because he put this one together too.
Oh,
He did. I'm not. Am I lying or telling the truth?
Well, but
So-
you were pouring them. I was
Yeah.
just walking down the bar with you, going, "What
Well,
about this one?"
Greg goes, Doug, let's go for a drive. I'm like, where are you going? We got the show. I go, oh, we're going down the
We're
lane.
going down the lane here.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
anyway.
that lane.
So I'm a 3.8. So what do you got?
You shooting at me or Shauna?
Oh, Shauna, you want to go?
This has a
Hey, no attention to your husband.
All right.
very long finish, and I get all the fruit on this.
It is. It is very good.
The other one was on the sweet side. This is on the fruity side, and they're both delightful.
Mm-hmm.
They're just great whiskeys.
They are.
There.
I
They're
agree.
just very good whiskeys.
So there's something to be
what-
said about blended.
There's something to be said about Scotch.
So what do you think? What do you?
Vatted. It's not blended. It's vatted.
Some of it was vatted. Some of it was blended in a hurry.
There you go. So what, you have a score?
Well, of course, I have to give it a 3.95.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
3.95. 2 high scores for 2 scotches tonight.
Well, they're going to be on my shelf.
Well,
so.
3 scotches actually.
They will
If we
be on
do
your
the
shelf.
Shieldaig, yeah.
I know.
You and Doug will be over tomorrow.
Stop.
I wasn't
Shower
even
time.
looking forward to Scotch night.
It's good. What do you got, Miss Karen?
Gosh, this is so hard because it is very enjoyable.
It
I
is very
like
enjoyable.
it, and
It's fantastic.
Yours was. I agree with you. Yours was sweeter.
Mm-hmm.
This is more scotchy.
Mm-hmm.
And
I agree.
you know I love my scotch.
Yeah.
So go what? No, go ahead. What were you?
No, I was
saying?
just going to say. I mean, you know, my bottle that Doug made. I don't get a lot of smoke out of Doug's, if you will. You do get some smoke out of mine, but again, very pleasurable. Does that make sense? So you know,
Yeah.
I got very
It's,
But
it's nice smoke.
in my personal opinion, it's a win-win.
Yeah.
So what do you
We
got?
did
So I have yours here, what's left of it, and yours here, and I just smelled them very similar.
Mm-hmm.
This one is a little bit stronger on the nose, maybe
Yeah, it
because it's
Agreed.
newer. This one you could tell it's been rested and it's
Sure.
It's,
It's relaxed. Sure.
yeah, it's relaxed.
Yeah, it has been in a carafe. To what extent?
It got a
that
massage
affects
before it
anything.
came in. No,
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Got
I
his nails done. Go ahead.
I'm giving this a 3.90.
Okay, all right.
I like this. Yes, very very good.
All right.
Awesome.
Well, I mean,
Awesome.
it's fun.
I think there's a gold medal here.
It's always fun to try these things.
Sure.
I have a medal.
Oh, the Whiskey Round Table gold medal presentation.
Oh. Okay.
Wait, should we do the Star Wars theme? Okay, because I'm a dork. But it does say last place, but
So this is the toilet bowl, and this is when we did our April Fool's worst whiskey. This was the prize.
What's
and
it say?
you won it then.
What's
when
it
you
say,
went
Doug?
Kentucky.
What's it say?
Okay, I did win that because of Kentucky Gentleman.
Kentucky
Thank you.
Gentleman.
There you go.
That was
Last
no
place,
gentleman,
last
let me
place.
tell you.
So you're a two-time winner.
That's fine. That's fine.
Congratulations.
All right. All right. So anyway, infinity bottles are fun, but I think we probably should wrap this up. don't
Yes,
you think?
sir.
It's
Yes,
our
sir.
last show of the year, as Greg mentioned. We won't see you guys again until 2024, and you know, keep watching, and we'll let you know what's going on.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Send us emails on the what you want to see for next year.
this
Yeah,
was
we
I mean,
love
that would
ideas.
be really
this
great.
Whiskey
Love
Wizards. This week's was we had some special guests giving us a twist on some standard whiskey cocktails with a holiday flair. So do check that out if you haven't already. And you know, I did miss, because I missed that show last time. I missed one Jimmy Russell quote. So I'm going to do two quotes today.
I
Good.
love
So
it.
Jerry Russell's quote that we missed was, "You can always tell a moonshine drinker the mason jar puts a crease in the middle of their nose." That's according to Jimmy. So and,
Great advice, yes.
And then I think it's apropos for today. These are the actual last words of Humphrey Bogart. He said, "I should never have switched from Scotch to martinis." So
Never. That's a big.
those are his documented last words.
Awesome. Awesome.
All right.
Okay, kids. Hey, thank you guys for hanging out as long as you did. We had a great time as always. Doug is always the winner. He's the one. I can't even say. He's the one that put both those bottles together.
Doug competed against Doug.
And he won.
And he beat himself.
And I will,
Oh, I'm leaving that one.
So anyway, we'll see you guys the second week of January.
I don't know. That's
I don't
what
know,
you
I
said.
don't-
We're
Alright,
just
well.
we're just along for the ride.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say that we can do. I have to
We'll
look-
figure it out. Just
well,
yeah.
No,
Stay
because
tuned.
I want
Okay.
to.
stay tuned.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Watch the Facebook page.
Hang
Watch
on
the
a second,
website.
kids.
Yes,
Hang on a
the
second.
Facebook page. Thank you for bringing
Oh,
that
no
up.
problem. That's
I-
what I'm here for.
I have been so behind because of my day job, so I apologize for
Okay.
that. But yes, the Facebook page or our website, yes, we will have that up to date and everything while we're out.
January 5th, we'll be back on. Okay, and
5th.
thank you for watching. Merry Christmas. have
All right,
great
everybody.
holidays, spend time with family. Until then, we are the Whiskey Roundtable. Big G.
Karen Helen Keller.
Chuck Dunbar.
And what G said. Bourbon Bob.
Amen.
Peace and love.
Peace and
Thanks,
love.
everyone.
Catch you guys later.
Have a great holiday, guys.
If whiskey stopped working, every bar in town would be closing their doors, shutting down. Everybody would be trapped with their thoughts, 'cause nothing else would play like bourbon or scotch. Oh no, oh no, no. If whiskey stopped working, where the hell would I be? Probably wasting lots of money trying therapy. If whiskey stopped working, what the hell would I do? Honestly, to tell you the truth, I wouldn't be over you. If whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped working, oh, whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped. Poor Jack D would be out of a job. Jameson and Bean would be cut off. Hank Williams songs wouldn't make any sense. Yeah, this whole damn world would be a mess. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. If whiskey stopped working, where the hell would I be? Probably wasting lots of money trying therapy. If whiskey stopped working, what the hell would I do? Honestly, to tell you the truth, I wouldn't be over you. If whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped working, oh, whiskey stopped working, if whiskey stopped, oh. If whiskey stopped working, where the hell would I be? Probably halfway out of this town, leaving Tennessee. If whiskey